have it, the unboxing of the DL900. Now, this is going to be the first time I've seen this device. If it wasn't for my viewers, I wouldn't know that this device exists. That I always get the white phones. Let's look at the other stuff that you get inside this. So on the DL900, just like the DL800 and the 750 and the 700, there are certain apps that are pre-installed. And it seems like all the apps that are pre-installed are the same across each DL phone. Now, a lot of people ask, can I uninstall this? Will it affect the phone? Yes, you can uninstall the apps because it will not affect the phone. Just don't uninstall any Google app. Google is important. Google made Android. Google apps need to run on your phone. So you might want space, but don't delete any Google apps. Okay, now first off, there is no single icon that lets you access the app drawer. This is kind of odd because most Android phones have some icon down here that you press and you get the app drawer opening up. But for the DL900, you have to press the menu button, which is over here, yeah, and you have to click apps. And then there you go. This is your app drawer where all the apps are installed. So you know how we do it, folks. We don't actually read the specification that is listed at the back of the box because, as usual, it's very vague. Here we have OS Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. This is a 5-inch touchscreen display, camera with flash. We call it camera flash, which is odd. And you have a 8-megapixel rear camera, and what's this? Quad? This is not 3 gigahertz. I'm sure about that. Come, you bastard. Okay. So it's a 1.3 quad-core processor with FM radio, MP3, MP4, multimedia player, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 2.0, memory card support, which all DL phones have memory card support, and GPS, which stands for Global Positioning System. But we need more. We want to know actually how many RAM you get for the phone and the internal storage. So you know the app that we usually go for, which is CPU-Z. So let's start up this and see what CPU-Z is saying. So as I said before, you have to press menu and you have to go to apps. And here we have CPU-Z. Okay, so save and let's see what CPU-Z has to say. So it's a 1.3 gigahertz quad-core processor, and the GPU vendor is ARM, and the GPU is actually Mali 400MP. Wait a minute, isn't that the same GPU in the DL900? Huh. Okay. So this is the socket set or the system on a chip that is running the DL900. Let's go for more info. So the total amount of RAM is 971. Wow, this has 1 gig of RAM. Unlike the DL800 that has 512 RAM. The internal storage for the DL900 is 1.97 gigabyte, which is a little bit more than the DL800. It's running Android 4.2.2, which is Jelly Bean. This is a step back because the DL800 is running 4.42 KitKat, which is a newer Android OS. Now, on this, it says that the resolution of the screen is 480 by 854, which is fairly good, but not as high as what you would find on high-end devices like the Huawei Ascend P7 or the Galaxy S5 or any phones of that stature. Also, it's saying the screen size of this is 4.08 inches. Now, I don't get this. CPU-Z is saying this is 4-inch, but on the box, which is here, it says 5-inch touch display. Now, I really believe this over this. Okay, let's get a second opinion from the benchmark. So this is all the information that you need. The total amount of RAM is 971, which is 971 megabyte, and the total amount of memory that you can use on the device, internal storage, is 1.2 GB, which is more than the DL800, as I said before. So let's go to a next benchmark to see how it performs compared to other devices. So we're using this benchmark test that is well known by everyone. So I ran the test before, just like the DL800, to save on time, and I'll show you the score that it gets, which is 21,001. This is the score for the DL900. Also, this ranks it. There it is. Where it is? Oh my, it's still down. Well, it's all the way down the bottom here, below the Asus Zenfone 5. It's way below all of these. So this, the DL900, got a score of 2101, while the DL800 got a whopping 12,000 and something. So this actually almost doubles the performance of the DL800. Also, more info. So it's running a 32-bit Jelly Bean OS, and it's using the same GPU as the DL800. The rear camera is 8.3 megapixel. Total RAM, as we said before, is 971 megabytes, which is rounded off to 1 gig. The internal storage is 1.97 gigabyte. Has some junk files, not going to clean that. The CPU that is running the device is a 32-bit processor. Now it's 4 cores, as you can see right here. Now the front-facing camera, which is really disappointing, is 0.3 megapixel, which is 640 by 480. This is not even megapixel. This is actually a VGA resolution. This is bad. Okay. There's nothing else really that you would want to see. So the important thing to note is that it has an 8 megapixel camera at the back and a VGA camera at the front, and it's running a 32-bit OS with quad-core processor and a 32-bit processor, and the frequency is 1.3 gigahertz. Now on to noteworthy features that the DL900 has. So the next noteworthy feature I need to talk about, which is not a lot on the DL900, is radio. Yes, believe it, radio. That's the only thing I found standing out on the DL900, which is radio. Let me find it here, radio. And we are going to power on this radio. Okay, let's turn it up. Yeah. And we need to actually play it. Audio mode, speaker. Okay. Okay, let's find some channels, because this is not working out for us.
Shining through like the rising sun. shall it be for the faithful, ones who never stop till the work is done. We crying cause the system does not favor the common.
If you don't know what I just did, let me explain. I was playing radio and I just recorded a clip of the radio. And I'm going to save it as FM, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Yeah. So let's save this. And it's saved. Now to find this, you would have to look into your audio gallery. But this is the only feature that I found that stood out on the DL900. The radio and the fact that you can record radio as well. Now you know the internal storage for the DL900. I would not suggest you recording any lengthy media, as you won't have any space for anything else. Okay? So it has radio, it records radio, you can play it back, which is good, but you will not find a TV tuner on the DL900. Let me even double check, because I'm sure I was looking for a TV tuner. Since the DL800 have it, I was like, hey, the 900 one supposed to be better. And looking, not there. Looking, not there as well. Looking, not there as well. Nope. So the DL900 doesn't have a TV tuner, so you can't watch TV on the DL900, which sucks. But let's see if we find that audio we just recorded. I only have one problem with recording audio with the radio. It is so hard to find if you don't know where you're looking. When you record the audio from the FM radio, you cannot find it in music, you can't find it in gallery, you can't find it in play music, and you can't even find it back in the radio app. You have to go into the file manager, go into the phone storage, and here it is, FM recording. And there is the file I saved. This took me 5 minutes to realize this is the only way I can find this recording. When you click on it, it's going to ask you what you want to play it in. You can use it to play by music, or you can use Google Play Music to do it, or you can use, well, MX Play is an app that I just installed, but we're going to use music to play it, always. Here it is. Anyhow, that is not a plus in my book. If you record something, it should be very easy to find. It should be in gallery or in the music app. As you can see, there's nothing. It's not in the music app. Not in the music app at all. Not a plus. So the next thing that was requested for me to do with the DL900 is play FIFA on it. Now luckily the DL900 has a few megabytes more than the DL800, which helped me to download FIFA 15 on the device. if it wasn't for that extra megabyte, I wouldn't fit FIFA on this phone. Now FIFA is on the phone, but nothing else can be installed after I installed FIFA. Only small games can be installed after FIFA. As you can see, I have Fight Back still, and I have Can Knockdown 3. So you want to see what FIFA can do on this device if it runs it smooth? Here we go. Wow, it looks good and no stuttering. Agreed. Okay, I'm not a FIFA person, but hey, don't laugh if I get like 25 love. Okay. Again, I need to repeat, I am not a FIFA person, so don't laugh. Here is FIFA 15 Ultimate Team running on the DL900. I don't even know what I picked. Who is the blue people? And why everybody blue? Okay, I'm going to shut up now. I don't want people to realize how bad I'm at okay. Move, pass. Disable tips. We're just going to play and see what's going on. So, sprint. Yeah. And we're going to, what? Kick him, dog. Kick him, dog. I don't enjoy this. I am not enjoying this. But pass properly. Yeah. Shoot now. What the? Okay, so it works properly, although to me it seems quite usable. Yeah. Now the only difference between the DL900 and the DL800 is the processor. The processor, I don't get this. Why am I shooting and he's passing? Okay, I had enough. So, I need to find that person name, you know. Okay. So for the person that wanted to know if FIFA 15 works on the DL900, yes, it works properly on the DL900. But you're going to use up all your internal space just for that game. So don't cry when you see a message come up saying, hey, cannot update Facebook or can't update Instagram, because all the space has been used up with this game. So, you know the next thing that we're going to? Camera. Now, A camera usually takes good photos in day. So to know if a phone has a good camera, I always test the camera in night. So I'm going to show you 2 photos with DL900 taking the photos in the night. And you be the judge if it's a camera that you will work with or you will pass on. So to be honest, the DL900 doesn't have a lot of features that make it stand out above other Android phones on the market, unlike the DL800. But what really got me is the phone build quality. This phone actually feels like a premium phone in your hand. It is not light like most cheap phones, and it's quite sturdy to hold in your hand, and everything about it just looks like I'm going to say it, everything about it looks like a Galaxy S3. Everything, even how the camera is situated at the back. The phone feels good. Also, the thing that really gets me is how bright the display is. The display and the colors for the DL900 is very vibrant, and the colors just pop out like it's a AMOLED display. It's really rich, and the letters and the numbers and everything, the labeling is just crisp. Just let me see if I can, yeah, everything is crisp about the display. It is really a good display. My problem with this device is simple. This is the highest you can get for a Digicel phone, the DL900, and there's nothing else that will perform better than the DL900. So why is the DL900 one of the few phones for the Digicel lineup that doesn't have KitKat? Please, somebody tell me. You know what? I'm not going to get into it because there's going to be a comparison video between this and the DL800. So I'm not going to talk about it too much. But overall, the DL900 is a lovely phone. The display is great, the build quality is good as well, it feels nice in the hand, but don't expect anything else except a white notification light. I haven't seen anything but white for the notification light. It's the same white that you will see down here for the buttons. Apart from that, don't expect TV and don't expect any amazing app that comes only on the DL900. What you know you'll get is a quad-core processor which no other Digicel phone has. Also, the same Mali 400 GPU that you will find in the DL800 is also in the DL900, but it works better because you have a better processor. It also has a couple megabytes more internal storage than the DL800 and much more internal storage than the other DL phones. All in all, if I was going to buy the DL or any DL phone, I would probably go for this one because it looks premium, it feels premium, and the performance is good. And keep leaving your comments and keep giving your views. It really helps me to make a better video. Thank you so much, and hope to see you next time.